What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Pokemon Black and White 2. In the last episode, in our rematch against the Pokemon League, we managed to beat Grimsley, the final member of the Elite Four, as well as the champion herself, Iris. It is done, and now all that remains is, well, actually two more things. I know I said that all we had left was the White Treehollow, but I actually forgot something. And I'm going to be making up for that actually at the beginning of each of the next 4 episodes, which are going to be much longer than usual. Because as opposed to keeping my episodes around the 15 to 20 minute lengths like I have been all the way up to this point in the Let's Play, instead, these last 4 episodes are going to be very deliberate, okay? In fact, the finale is probably going to be a very long episode, but I digress. To start things off, I'm going to head on over towards the Ferris wheel. And you might be confused as to why we're in Nimbasa City. Well, that's due to the thing that I actually forgot. It is a Friday here in spring. In fact, it's the last day of the month, if I'm being honest. And look who is standing outside waiting for us. This sure takes me back. You, ride this Ferris wheel with me. That's right, N is here for some reason. What could this be about, I wonder? That made me remember that day. Sorry. I'll be going. Wait. But where are you going? N? Why'd you run off? But... well, he's gone. I've looked everywhere around here, but it doesn't look like I can find the guy. Oh, you know what? Actually, I have a hunch. Maybe, just maybe, he's actually run off to his castle, now that I think about it. Is there any way to, like, get there directly from here? Probably not. I would imagine that's a little bit too difficult. Why don't I head off to Victory Road real quick? Okay, he's got to be around here somewhere. Is he here in the first room, or has he moved off to the normal location? I'm going to guess it's in the same room where we fought him and his Reshiram. So let's try to head on all the way up there really quickly. And Repel wore off. I think I'm okay with that. I really only needed it to actually get this far. I've only got like 4 repels left, too, after all of the repels that I bought earlier in this playthrough. Now let's head on inside. Is he here? He is. How surprising. I didn't expect you'd come here. Well, that is the formula for understanding other trainers, after all. You're okay with the Pokemon battle, right? I think so. Good. And so begins our battle against N, and this is going to be unlike anything we've actually seen out of N before, because he actually has seasonal battles that we're going to be doing, 1 per each season, and they are all themed around the weather, if you can believe it. Each of the 4 different weather types. Here in spring, it's rain, and it only makes sense when a drizzle is active for me to bring out my Jolteon and go ham with Thunder. So let's do this thing, and I'll be going over all of his Pokemon. This Politoed here has a Drizzle, obviously has its ability to set the entire thing up. It's holding a Life Orb, and it's got Hypnosis, Psychic, Focus Blast, and Hydro Pump. Wow, I cannot believe that it actually survived that. That is incredible. Let me try to break my way through this thing because, yeah, I cannot believe that it survived that one-shot. Now, I have the Lucky Egg on Kamina because this is going to be Kamina's fight through and through. I mean, it makes the most sense, of course, and I want to take advantage of it as much as I possibly can. Let's keep doing damage, and then we'll... No, you're going to go to Poly... Oh, you stinker. You think you're so freaking cool? Okay, well, Lantern, unfortunately, has Volt Absorb, so I'm going to definitely have to swap off of this, and Ooh, this actually might get a little bit worrisome here. It's probably not going to use Thunder either, though. Maybe I can just get away with using Shadow Ball, because I'm assuming it's going to use Hydro Pump next, and that's going to cause me a few problems. Oh, see, it's using that, though. Yeah, I'm really afraid to switch to Farina for this. Could go to Tomoe. No. I got to get clever here somehow. Or I could just sacrifice someone. Let's sacrifice Jack for this. I think that'll be fine. I'm not really going to need him for this fight anyway, so we'll see whatever it tries to do here. And Stockpile? Okay, not what I was expecting. That is going to raise its defenses and special defenses a little bit, though, so you try to get to Aura Sphering you a little bit as we go through here. Now, the entire prerequisite for getting this to even happen is actually kind of simple. All you need to do is have, first of all, caught Reshiram. Then you're going to need to have met N at the Ferris wheel, which is what we just did. Although, I mean, obviously you can do this in either order if you want to, but you still have to have met N at the Ferris wheel and also caught Kyurem. Once you have done both of those things, then these battles are going to begin, and you can only do these battles once per season. So, once this fight is over, we're going to have to move on to summer for the next one, but like I said, they are going to be changing up pretty significantly. All right, let's get rid of this lantern with this earthquake here. This is one of the two that I am the most... Oh my gosh, I cannot believe how tanky this lantern is. This is actually amazing to me. So freaking strong. Okay, let's hit it with another earthquake. Yikes, the defenses on this thing. I guess that's the stockpile at work, but gosh, I can't believe it actually made it through that. All right, on to Amistar. I am definitely going to swap it back on over to Kamina here. This Amistar is actually holding a Damp Rock, and this is probably the Pokemon that is meant to reinitiate Rain Dance the most. There's another one that also can do this as well. This thing has Rain Dance, Ice Beam, Earth Power, and Hydro Pump, and just in case I didn't go over Lantern's moves, I'll say it again. Stockpile, Signal Beam, Thunder, and Hydro Pump. I'm pretty sure I didn't say that, but I might have, so I'm not 100% sure. Okay, down goes Amistar. Pretty simple. It does also have Swift Swim, but we were still faster, so thank goodness for that. It's going back to Politoed, which, I mean, Drizzle takes effect, which I think technically resets the amount of turns on Rain. I could be wrong about that, though. Let's Thunderbolt this thing. You can always just use weather effects to, like, wash away the Rain Dance if you want to as well. That is absolutely an option, but there we go. Community gets to level 78. And next up is Starmie. Okay, with the ability Natural Cure. It's got Thunder, Ice Beam, Psychic, and Hydro Pump. I'm going to try to just take this thing out in one shot with Thunder, if possible. We still should be faster. If this Starmie had Swift Swim somehow, which I don't think it is possible, then this might have been quicker. But yeah, Starmie is a very fast Pokemon, but Jolteon is just that much faster. And then we got Kabutops, the Rock and Water type Pokemon. This does have Swift Swim. It's got Stone Edge, Low Kick, X Scissor, and Aqua Jet. Nothing I think is going to be knocking out Kamina too quickly. Well, wow. That's a lot. I'm surprised it's first. This actually might be a lot of damage. Luckily, we broke through. So Kabutops with Swift Swim is faster. Because I think Swift Swim is 6 stages of speed raised, if I'm not mistaken. So it kind of makes sense. And now for the last one, Tentacruel. I am going to switch back on over to Farina for this one. Tentacruel is all about special defense as opposed to physical defense, so I think one Earthquake should do this thing in. It's got Rain Dance, Giga Drain, Barrier, and Scald. Of course, that Barrier is going to help it out a little bit, but I think we are going to be a lot faster than it, so hopefully this is enough to just knock it out in one go. It has the ability Clear Body, by the way, and it is also holding a Damp Rock. But nope, down it goes. And down goes N's Rain Team. Your Pokemon are happy. They are happy to be with you. You can also get a lot of money out of that fight if you have an Amulet Coin, which I did not have it equipped. I remember something Reshiram told me once. Reshiram and Zekrom are searching for new possibilities by walking alongside humans. Meanwhile, those that live in the wild try to better themselves without relying on anyone else. There are many different Pokemon, and their different ways of living. That is the true freedom of Pokemon. That is what connects Pokemon to us. I will set off on another journey. There are still many Pokemon in the world I should talk to, and there is also a trainer I want to tell how I feel. Now, don't you worry, because N will be back in the summertime, and then we'll get to have another battle with him. One that's actually a lot more challenging, I think, than that fight that we just did. But now, the remainder of this episode is going to be spent on White Treehollow. So, I'm going to head off to White Forest, and we're going to get started on our next set of battles over there. This entire episode isn't going to end until we are done with the next area, and that is going to be how all the rest of the episodes in this Let's Play work. So today, it's a battle against N, and it's all of Area 7. In the next episode, it's a battle against N, and it's all of Area 8. You get the picture. I'll see you all there in just a moment. Okay, here we go. Let's do this thing. So, just like before, when we get started here on the White Treehollow, things are actually going to be a little bit simple, at least at first, because I am a tiny bit overleveled for these first couple of areas. But things are going to catch up really, really quickly. Let's talk and say hello. We're going to challenge this thing, and we're going straight on to Area 7. You want to challenge this area? Yes. Well, recover your Pokemon before you start the challenge. I actually did swap out Kamina for Zoroark, so we're not going to use Kamina in this one just because, you know, she is so unbelievably overpowered right now. But she's probably going to come back in one of the later areas. So here we go. Let's do this thing. Same rules as before. If you don't remember how this works, we're basically just going from room to room, battling different trainers or ignoring different trainers depending on the various things that they can tell us. So it looks like we got a Roughneck in here. And the Roughneck is going to tell us whether or not the gate trainer is on the same floor or on a higher or lower floor. So I think we should probably take care of them first. All right, and then we also have the Pokemon Breeder in here, which Pokemon Breeders always have those Blissey and Chansey, so I think I'm going to battle them as well, just for the extra experience. Haxorus right off the bat here. Okay, so Pokemon in this area are going to be from levels 65 to 68. Makes sense. We're just going to go right out off the bat with an Outrage here, which I think should one-shot this Haxorus. If we nearly one-shot Iris's Haxorus, this one is much lower level, so I imagine it's going to go down pretty darn quickly. There we go. All the way to level 76 for you. Not bad. We're going to get lots of good experience here. And then Rhyperior is next. I think I am actually going to swap off to Tomoe for this one. We also have the Nurse here if we absolutely need healing, and the good thing is that she's here in the first room, but I'm going to try not to fight her unless I absolutely feel like I need it. Just going to kind of remember her. And also, we will obviously use the information we get from this guy to see whether or not we should continue from here. Yeah, this is how the rest of these episodes are going to go. These are going to be longer episodes depending on however long these areas take. They could be 25, 30 minutes. I don't care. We're going to go through absolutely everything in this area and in each episode that we can in each area. Saw the gate trainer down below a bit earlier. Okay, so we already know where we're supposed to go. I'm going to battle you next. And we're going to, like I said, ignore the Nurse. Don't want to battle her right now unless I have to absolutely come back up and take her on because the rest of my team is messed up. But in this area, I don't think it's going to be much of a problem. I think we'll be fine here. Chansey. Okay, so this should be some good experience. I'm hoping the other Pokemon is going to be Blissey, but we will see. I'll just Earthquake my way through these things. Pretty darn simple. Honestly, I should just be using Outrage now that I think about it, but I get the feeling this is probably still going to one-shot Chansey, knowing its defenses here. Oh, yeah. Now, Blissey next. 9,564. Happening. Okay, well, that's not really anything. Just another Earthquake should do the job. So let's do that. And there we go. All right. And, yeah, that's right. So it was the floor below. But do we know how much further below? I guess we'll have to find out. All I know is that I'm not going to find the gate trainer up here. So I'll give you a hint. Apparently the boss trainer is taking good care of a Milotic. Okay. Let me go over that one more time. Down below a bit earlier. Okay, so let's ignore the Nurse and head back to the elevator. Still going to be making beelines for the gate trainer as much as I possibly can. It could be either of these ones, couldn't it? Guess we're going to have to keep searching. All right, let's go to B9 and see if we can't narrow this down a little bit more now that we got 3 floors in this area. So let's, I can head either way. I'm going to go down. Let's go down this time. See what we can find. Okay, so you are... What are you going to actually... I don't even know what this guy's going to give me. Because what are you exactly? Oh, you're a Poke fan. How many trainers are in the room with the gate? No, I'm going to pass on that one. Oh, here we go. Okay, we got a nursery aid in here. Gate trainer is standing, walking, or sprinting. We got another Pokemon breeder, and then we've also got the hiker. How many trainers are in the room? Okay, I think that answers a lot of my questions here. So let's start with the nursery aid. Let me just click. I haven't felt this kind of excitement in a long time. Off we go. All right, I would like to maybe know if they're on the same floor or not. Roughneck or Ice Worker would be the best. Marguerite. All right, Lapras. Ooh, man, this actually might be a little bit scary. I mean, there's a 9-level disparity here, but if it gets off a single, or 10 level, but if it gets off a single Ice Beam, I might be in trouble. Ugh, I'm so sick of Rock Slide missing. I am so sick of that move missing. I cannot believe how inaccurate this move has been. And then there is Swift Swim Ice Shard. Okay. Oh, wait, no, Ice Shard's priority, isn't it? Yeah, it's priority. That's why it's so much damage. Well, luckily, it wasn't even enough to do half my health. So hopefully I can just get one more of those off. You're going to try it again? No, yep, you are. Hopefully we are able to tank this. If not, I might have to go back to the nurse. We will see. Okay, What is going on with this move? Why is it missing? I genuinely cannot figure it out. It's 90%. It's 90%. I am so unbelievably confused about this. I'm just going to have to let Farina go down. I'm just going to have to. Like, I have no choice in the matter because Rock Slide is apparently more inaccurate than freaking Guillotine or Fissure in this game. I just don't get why it misses so often. Okay, Jack, I guess. You're next. Yeah, we'll just Aura Sphere this thing. What is going on with that? It's honestly bizarre to me why this move is just incapable of ever landing. Ay, ay, ay. I don't understand it. Rock Slide has been so unlucky for me. Licky. Okay, we definitely switched to the perfect Pokemon. Then I can learn a little bit more about what's going on here after this. I think I'll take on the Pokemon Breeder next. And I guess I'll just go with Challenger, so Challenger can get a bunch of free experience out of this fight. Because why not? Level 76. All right, Marguerite. What's your answer? And I am probably going to end up going back up to the nurse now anyway. You hint the gate trainer is walking around while looking all about. So it honestly could be either of these two then. I mean, it could be. Doesn't mean it's going to be. There's so many different rooms that you never really know. All right, let me swap you around. Let's go with the Pokemon Breeder next. Pokemon may train dependent on us for their entire lives. Are you strong enough to look after them in bad times as well as good? Okay. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm just going to fight, I think, all three of the ones in here. We will see. This should be the easy one, though. Happiny. All right, not too worried about that. I think I'm just going to go with Thrash for this fight. I'm pretty sure one Thrash for each should be enough to knock them out, so... Don't know why I do anything else here. So down goes you. Please throw a Blissey at me next. That would be wonderful. Nope, just a Chansey. That's fine. Still going to be a lot of experience. This actually might push Challenger to level 76, but I don't know. It's going to be close if it doesn't. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, there was never any doubt. All right. Wow, 10,000. I like to see it. Okay, it did push him to level 76, and... Oh, barely, though. Okay, and your answer is... which direction the nurse's room is. The entire Asylum nurse to the southeast of here. So there is another nurse on this floor, at least, that I could go after. And also, I still have Challenger out in front. That was dumb. I'm probably going to have to swap now. Oops. But at least I know that there is a nurse somewhere. So Hiker Jesse is going to go with Steelix. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely swap off of that one. Do I think it's going to throw a rock move at me? That would be my assumption here. Let's go to Jack for that reason. Then I can just Aura Sphere this thing and hope it doesn't try to use a ground move stupidly. I don't know why I'd used it on my bird. Curse! Not what I was expecting here, but that shouldn't make it any tankier against my Aura Sphere. Although it will make it hit harder. All right, come on, be enough. I imagine it will be, but you never know. It is. Okay, we're good. So that's one. And then the next one is Leafeon. Interesting. Also not what I was expecting. All right, I'm going to go on to Volcarona for this one. We'll Heat Wave it. Definitely the better option than trying to use a flying or an ice move on this thing. Or at least, well, I guess any physical move. Yeah, I guess I could have used also Bug Buzz too, but oh well. Both are going to be strong enough on Leafeon here. And down it goes. So yes, it is technically a defensive Pokemon, and the Hiker is a defensive trainer. Okay. Give me an answer, buddy. I think the Gate Trainer might be in with one other person. Okay, walking around, looking all about, one other person, so it's not going to be you. I'm going to go down this way, because this is where the nurse might be. It's not going to be here. Try to squeeze between these two. Oh, can't go there. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, I got stuck. What am I doing? No, I got stuck. I needed to keep going right. Crap. Oh, now I have to fight the frickin' janitor here, and I think the janitor's just going to give me redundant information anyway. Yeah, it's the same exact information the Hiker just gave me. Shoot, this is dumb. And also, I still have Challenger out in front, but I wasn't intending to do this fight. All right. Well, at least I know my Lucario can take these things out in one shot. So back to Jack I go. That was so stupid. Just use Curse, please. Or have, I don't know, have the same Pokemon as what the hiker had. That would be great too. So far, we're 1 for 1, or 1 for 2, I guess. Aura Sphere. Keep these going. I would like to be able to get to the nurse if possible. Remember, the gate trainer honestly might not even be on this floor. Of course you have Sturdy. At least you wasted your turn using Curse again. Ugh, dummy. All right, well, I know Aura Sphere don't miss, so just go for it again. There we go. All right, this is dumb, and I'm mad about this fight. I'm really mad that we're doing this fight right now. It's okay. All right, Kling Clang. Let's just actually keep Jack in. Why not? Give it another Aura Sphere here. That 8-level disparity. I think it's going to be enough. There we go. Okay, cool. So defeated Elijah. And of course, I haven't even at this point figured out where the boss trainer's room is just yet. I'm still looking for the gate. So yeah, okay. Try a room with 2 people in it. I mean, same information we got from the hiker. It ain't gonna be you. Crap, you have cut trees everywhere. I don't know how to get around to you. And do you have any information for me? Whether there's yeah, no, I already know this answer, so I'm not even gonna bother with you. Just should I guess the roughneck will tell me at least what floor they're on, if I'm on the correct floor or not. This is tough. This is tough. This is tough. This is tough. Yeah, sure. Would be nice to know if I'm at least on the right floor. I mean, I would like to also go after the nurse, but I mean, it would be better to just go after the nurse that is on the first floor, because I at least know where that one's at, and it's also in the first room, as opposed to trying to find the one on this floor, if this is the wrong area. Glade! Okay. I can definitely challenge you first. You are a simple one. You're just going to get Brave Birded here. Not going to even beat around the bush on this one. And what do you got next? It's all going to be attack-focused Pokemon. It's a lot of recoil damage, but that's okay. Big boost to experience. Heracross. We're keeping this as is. Now, my last experience was that Heracross ended up being faster than Challenger, but with the 8-level disparity, I think I'll be safe. There we go. Brave Bird might have honestly been overkill. No way. You have the Koba Berry? Oh, no. You're still quad weak, so you're still going to go down in one shot. I mean, it was a super valiant effort, but yeah, no. All right. Are we on the right floor? No, we are not. Okay, I'm glad I checked that. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go around this guy, if I can, and then I'm going to actually backtrack to the nurse up above. I'm going to heal up there. And then I'm going to head down to the 10th floor. Okay, I'm happy with this. Still got to find where the boss room is, though. Which, it wouldn't be right there. All right, you're next. And usually the nurses have super, super easy Pokemon, so I'm not really too scared about this one. In fact, I think I might just continue to Brave Bird through unless it's completely resistant to flying. All right, you've got Girder. Yep, you're getting Brave Birded. 100%. Because I'm about to get all my HP back anyway, as well as get my Dragon back, who just kept missing with those rock slides, man. I mean, I just don't get why it's so inaccurate. Especially because I believe... Is there not a possibility... Hold on, I need to, look this up before I get too big for my britches here. And actually, I will swap there. Let me check something. Nope, never mind. I was incorrect in my assertion. For some reason, I thought that an alternate or hidden ability for Vibrava or Flygon could be Compound Eyes, which was just going to add to the irony of the entire situation, but that is not actually true. So never mind. I don't know why I, for some reason, thought that. Down you go, and then we will head down to floor 10. And move on from there. Yes, please. Okay. Everybody is in ship shape now. All of everything has been reset. We are good to go. Let's continue. Again, though, going to have to find that boss trainer completely unscathed after we actually get to the gate trainer. So we're looking for 2 trainers in the room, walking around, etc., looking all over the place. Let's look in here first. It's not going to be you, and you are only going to give me information that the Roughneck has already given me, so I'm going to pass you by. Oh, could be in here. Good job making it this far. I'm the gate trainer. Okay, perfect. It's my duty to test your skills and see if you're strong enough to face the boss trainer. Now I just got to actually locate that room wherever it is. No idea which direction, though. I guess there's not really anything that tells me where the boss trainer might be. I'm just going to have to search for it on my own. Ah, wall rain. Ah, wall rain. This is awkward. I'm just going to go for it. Because I'm not going to really use Challenger in the boss fight anyway. So let's just hope that this knocks wall rain out in one shot. It did. Okay, cool. We're good. That's going to push Challenger to level 77. I hope I don't need a flying type for this next Pokemon. There we go. Okay, what do you got for me? Vaporeon. Yes, we are definitely swapping here. I actually don't really have much to deal with Vaporeon, so... Well, it is weakest to physical defense, so let's go with Farina, I guess. This Vaporeon probably is packing Aurora Beam, but I doubt it'll have Ice... I mean, it could have Ice Beam. I don't know. I hope it doesn't. I'm going to hit it with an old Earthquake, though, because... That is its weakest stat, is physical defense. It has acid armor to offset that, but it hasn't used it yet, so we should be mostly okay. Okay, there's the Ice Beam. Gosh dang it, I just keep throwing Farina into these bad situations, and oh my gosh. Okay, we're fine. Thank goodness. Well, I'm going to be able to get off one attack with Farina in the boss fight, because I'm not going to bother healing again. Not at this point. All right, lady. Can you tell me where this one is? Probably not. How stronger you look, I'd say you're good enough. I'll open up the gate. Wherever it is. It's in some room with orange flowers and water around the edges, so... that's not this room, apparently. Well, actually, do a lot of them have that? I guess they don't all have... Okay, I'm actually a little scared of you. You are a Pokemon breeder, though, so... I mean, I guess I could do with the free experience. May as well. Just throw another Thrash into the mix and we'll be good to go. I mean, that's all I see when I see these Pokemon breeders is just free experience. So, especially if they throw a Blissey out. But again, I don't know if that's going to happen for me. All right, get to thrashing. Because even Happany's worth, like, you know, what, about 3,000 experience? That's still good, but then the next Pokemon we know is going to be a lot better. Blissey! Let's go! Let's go. Okay, that's what I like to see. Now, is Thrash enough to one-shot Blissey? I know it can for Chansey, but can it for Blissey? Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. You never know with how crazy high that HP is. Look at that. Oh my gosh, almost a full level even when we're at 77. That's insane. Yeah, okay, I don't need to know that. You've already told me that information, or at least your twin did. Oh my gosh, another Pokemon breeder. Okay, well, this is not where the boss trainer is. Neither is this. Really could be anywhere. That's the problem, and there's nothing that tells me which direction the room is in. I'm going to go down and see if there's any doors that lead right or left. Oh, jeez. No! Gosh! Stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid. I did not like the location that this guy was in. Oh, my goodness. I am struggling right now. Really not navigating around this area very well. Drapion. Okay. Poison and dark, you say? You know what? Let's just do this and see how much this does. It's going to be a lot. It's a lot. Oh my gosh, Thrash is so good. It's so good on Challenger. Oh my gosh, what's next? It's going to be Tangrowth. I'm going to swap for that one. We're going to go on over to Johanna and just Heat Wave it. Actually, I'm going to Bug Buzz it just to be extra sure that this lands. I know it's like barely slightly weaker, but I think I'm going to go with that just to be 100% on it. There we go. Beautiful. You know, it just occurred to me, I have all these PP ups and PP maxes that I haven't been using. I should probably get around to actually using those. I don't really think I need to adjust anybody's movesets anymore at this point, but I am going to probably actually use those. Okay, cool. No information that I need. I'm going to go this way next. Nope, not you either, Battle Girl. You're not moving, are you? Okay, good. We can get around you, no problem. Oh, geez. It's not you there either. We do have another nurse here, though, that I could battle. Oh, gosh dang it. I was trying to get around you. It's fine. It's fine. I'll take it. So I have to imagine that the boss trainer isn't actually on this floor then, if that's the case. Well, we'll get through this one really quickly. Celio, I ain't too worried about that. I'm not even going to bother with a superpower here. I'm just going to try to thrash my way through this fight, especially because we're going to get healed at the end of it anyway, so may as well, especially since it's only level 65. That 13 level disparity. Yeah, we're fine. And Skuntank. Yeah, I'll just keep going with the thrashes. Why not? Should be a lot easier. Gosh, Challenger, you are getting beefed up in this fight. Do I even really need that out of you? I don't know. But man, I get some good experience here in the trail. That's the good thing about all these fights, though, is that, I mean, you know, you just get so beefy that doesn't anything else really matter. Say yes to that. Okay. Okay, I'm actually going to take this lucky egg off of you now, and I'm going to move it on to... let's go Johanna. Yeah. And let's swap you out. There we go. All right, I like that. Let's keep going. I don't like this room. I really don't like this room. I'm going to have to time this perfectly. Nope, that didn't work. I thought I was going to get through it, but nope, that didn't work at all. I actually think that's the boss door up ahead, too. Well, the good news is I can now use this guy as a barrier to, like, make my way around him. Tangrowth. Okay, well, that's not going to be too difficult to deal with. What does the construction worker even tell me? Just which direction the gates... Okay, I don't really care about that, then. Bug Buzz you. With a good bit of damage. And then what do you got next? Something actually scary or no? Aggron. That's a little scary, actually. Let me go back to Farina for this one. Just Earth Power it. Because why not? Again, that quad weakness to ground, it's really, really easy to exploit. All right, come on. Knock this thing out, and then we can move on. And again, I got to just track down this freaking door. No, it had Sturdy, because of course it did. And it also has Avalanche, because of course it does. Everything hurts. Everything. Farina, you had a hell of a time in this area. Everyone else was totally fine, but you struggled in here. So many ice moves. Okay, I can't get around you. Crap. Never mind, you blocked me. Okay, we're fine. That's not the door, is it? I don't think it is. Yeah, no, this just takes us back to the beginning. Okay, well, I think I'm just going to have to move on from this area and go up to another floor and see if I can't find it. Never mind, the 9th floor was a complete bust. We're back up to floor 8, and we're going to continue from there. I swear if it's in this, like, first room, I'm going to be so upset at myself. It's not. Okay, thank goodness. So I've already fought everybody in here. Now we can continue. I guess I haven't explored this floor in its entirety all that much, so probably a good idea to actually start running around here and taking a look. I did get into, like, a couple of fights. Oh, a couple of fights in that area. Gosh, dang it. Didn't think there was going to be 2. For some reason, I thought it was just going to be the 1. Got into a couple of fights in that area, but it looks like I'm going to have to get into another one here. Oh, my gosh. Narrowing down the boss room is so difficult. It's really not there. Wow. How many Tangrowth are we going to run into in here? This is getting ridiculous. Okay, well, the good news is that my Volcarona can handle it all day long. And again, I am getting a lot of experience out of this, but it's like, it's almost to the point where it's like, I just want to get through this place. I hope this isn't the longest frickin' exploration. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They might add a floor every area, too. I actually don't know how that exactly works. Like I said, this is my first time going through White Treehollow, so this is all pretty new to me. Well, I can't break out Farina for this one, so I guess I'm going to have to go with Jack. And Jack did take a pretty good beating against the Slaking on the last floor, which is why he's only down to 51 HP. So that kind of sucks. Really hope this Aggron doesn't have doesn't have Sturdy, but no way of knowing until I try to one-shot it. And the answer is no. Okay, we're good. Thank goodness. All right, Hiker Kerwin. What a name. All right, well now you got me. I didn't stand a chance. Okay, let's keep moving. And I love how he's blocking that guy now. That's funny. Don't know about this one. Let's go down this way now. I don't like you. Ooh, they're standing. Okay, I can get around this guy. Or fine. Let's go left first. There it is. Oh my gosh, we found it. And there's also a Pokemon breeder here that I can just beat for good measure. Is that overkill at this point? It might just be overkill at this point. Screw it. Let's just try to get this fight going. Into the next area we go. All right. Hello, finally. Oh, here comes another one. You're a challenger, right? Came for a battle. Let's have one. The more I battle, the stronger I become. This place is a paradise for trainers just like me who crave battles. So what kind of Pokemon are you going to use? This better be fun. And now it's time to fight Gale, the boss trainer of Area 7, and her very first Pokemon that she is going to throw out here is going to be none other than the one we heard about, Milotic, at level 71. This is holding a leftovers. It's got Recover, Hypnosis, Dragon Tail, and Hydro Pump. And you might be going, why do you have your Volcarona out for this? Well, that's because I am going to try to tank these Hydro Pumps with a Quiver Dance and Giga Drain my way through this. So, really? Oh, that's frustrating. I did not think that was going to land on the very first turn, so we actually might be in a little bit of trouble here. Well, we'll see. Fast Asleep, so it's probably going to use Hydro Pump here. See how much damage that does with the Quiver Dance in effect. More than I would like. Come on, let's see if we can't wake up. There we go, Giga Drain. Okay, we're back in it. We're back in it, and we should be able to out-heal whatever Hydro Pump damage it does, I would assume. Oh, yeah, easily. Unless this is a crit, we should be in the clear. And I'm hoping that I can keep Johanna for the next Pokemon as well, assuming it uses it. Or either of the next Pokemon, honestly, regardless of which one they throw out next. So another Giga Drain there just to keep me topped off. I mean, we are going to be faster no matter what because of the Quiver Dance. So there we go. And now I think we should actually just be able to sweep our way through the rest of this fight. Mamoswine is next. Ice and Ground. It's got a Life Orb. It's got Earthquake, Stone Edge, Ice Shard, and Superpower. If this misses, this Heat Wave misses, I could be in trouble. In fact, I'm almost tempted to Giga Drain again, but I'm going to go all in on the Heat Wave. There, okay, we're good. And that should knock this thing out in one shot. If it was a physical move, I'd be a little bit more worried, but yeah. Heat Wave should be enough. And then her last Pokemon is also weak to fire, and that is Lucario with a Focus Sash, so it honestly might survive a turn here. You know what I kind of want to do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to Giga Drain and assume that whatever it throws out, I can survive it. So it's got Aura Sphere, Dragon Pulse, Extreme Speed, and Swords Dance. Hopefully that's enough to top me off. Okay, it's just going to waste a turn using Swords Dance. That works for me. Now I can Heat Wave it to bypass that Focus Sash. Yeah, I'm sure Extreme Speed's going to do a lot of damage, but I think we'll be fine. Well, I don't know. Swords Dance might be... No, actually, it is enough. Okay, I guess that does make sense. Okay, well, it shouldn't be faster than Zoroark. Hopefully. Big hopefully. Let's lose Flamethrower. It's also not going to waste Extreme Speed anyway. There we go. All right. Thank goodness. A lot of experience. We defeated Gale, and Area 7 is finally complete. Oh my gosh. I lost. I haven't lost this badly in a long time. Get on to the next area. I'll be waiting here for the next challenger. I wonder who it'll be. Can't wait to battle. Well, thank goodness for that. Okay. Guys, that is going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Pokemon Black and White 2. Thank you all so very much for watching. We're going to get a muscle wing out of that, and what I'm planning on doing is in the next episode, we are going to reunite with N once again, and we are going to do our summer battle against him. Then we're going to move on into Area 8, but I'm also going to do something else. So I've got a lot of items here. I've got a lot of items. I got a lot of PP ups here, 10 as a matter of fact, and I also even have 9 PP maxes. So I'm going to start using these on my team members, but what's more, I've also got rare candies here, and I really need to start using these things. I've been really tempted to save them for the final area, but I probably should get a move on and actually start applying these to the rest of my team. Is it a bit overkill at this point? It probably is, but to leave all of those unspent, I think would absolutely hurt my soul. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of swapping between episodes. I'm also going to take a little bit of a break. I'll come back to this. I'll probably marathon the last 3 areas in my next recording session, and then we'll just be done with this game once and for all. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it here for now. So with all that said, thank you guys all so very much for watching. 3 episodes remain in this Let's Play, so I hope you're all looking forward to it, and I will see you all in the next one.